Well, little did I think that I'd be standing here almost 2 years from retirement, knowing where this sense of volunteerism was going to go. Maybe in hindsight, would have rethought it. But I found that there's a domino effect when you start getting involved with doing volunteer work. Domino effect, it's like potato chips. You can't just eat one. And usually what happens is you become affiliated and you start being associated with other groups and other individuals. Somebody says, you know, why don't you come over and help me with this project? Or, you know, we could use you to be involved here and maybe give us a little help. And the next thing you know, you've got 5 or 6 things going on at the same time. You start wondering, you know, where's the time go? And the irony of this is you don't do it for the money. Although people say, you know, why do you do it? I say, well, it's because they doubled my salary from last year. Last year it was 0, this year it's 2 zeros. But you have to enjoy what you do, and I do. I like being out in the community. I like the groups that I work with. And there's a great sense of satisfaction that you get out of doing this kind of thing. And there is always one advantage. You can always walk away. As my boss used to say, your feet aren't nailed to the floor. I haven't walked away from anything yet, and that's not a promise and that's not a threat. But the benefit of this is there's been a great opportunity for me to work with a lot of really terrific people. But by the way, Carolyn, you read that exactly the way I wrote it. There were a couple of things left out, but that's okay. We'll talk about that another time. But what I have found is that in working with these individuals, many of them are not retired. They are working. They are involved in other activities, whether it be with their churches, or with other community groups, or with charities. And one of the things I've always said to the members of the board of directors over BACA is I look for the busy people to get involved, because those are the individuals that you can rely on to get things done. So you look for busy people. The other really added benefit to me has been the friendships that I have developed with these groups over the past couple of years. And as I look around this room, I see a lot of friendly faces. And one of the things about this group, and a lot of these groups, is, boy, they're made up of a bunch of huggers. Everybody wants to hug everybody else. Captain Howard is sitting here, Deputy Commander of District 5. You know, I have no reservations about hugging that man. He carries a gun. But I think that is one of the things that makes working with these organizations so great. These again, they're wonderful people. Many of you, if not the majority in this room, I have known and I've worked with you for a number of years now. And I look forward to continuing that work. And I can't go without making a couple of thank yous. But first thank you, of course, has got to be to the board members of the Brookwood Holloway Civic Association who, along with other members, put my name into nomination for this award. And to Joe and the other members of the Prince George's County Civics Federation, I certainly extend my thanks to you for choosing to give me this award. But probably the most important person sitting here in the front row is my wife, Marcia. There are 2 famous remarks that I have to attribute to her. One, is it on the calendar? And the second is, well, what time do you need dinner tonight? But she has absolutely been wonderful. She has been extremely supportive since my retirement and what I'm doing. And she is not only my wife and best friend, but as I've said before, my consigliere. She's the best guide I've got in what I do, and is always a tremendous sounding board. There's very little I do, many of you don't know, but I don't talk to her about and get her advice and counsel. So with that all being said, I thank you. I am sincerely honored by this award. Thank you very, very much.